Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
What is going on, guys? What is going on? It's the Lab Podcast. Man, we're out here, totally different set, totally different location. Don't ask me where, because I'm not gonna tell you. But we got a dope interview here with Skyshun the Limit Jones. We're here. He has an upcoming fight on Fight at the Tech on March 18. Man, how you doing today, man?
Doing all right, feeling good. Just been, working, staying on the grind.
Yeah, is it training mode? Camp started, or you been on camp? Or
I've been in camp.
Yeah.
As a fighter, I train year round, so
okay.
I'm always in the gym, always getting better. So it's really just waiting on the opportunities. That's all we was waiting.
Give me that phone call,
and
I'm gonna get there. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope, man. Tell us about yourself. I could be wrong. I saw you're 3-0.
Yep, 3-0.
All right,
undefeated.
Okay.
Yeah, just last fight, went up in there, got a 50-second finish, and was supposed to fight on Dragon House card. They just had been having trouble finding an opponent, so
ain't nobody wants to step in with you, or?
Yeah, not that I've known. I've been offered a lot of promotions, but
okay.
It's hard to find me a matchup. But we got a matchup May 18th. We got a guy that's gonna come up in there, and I look to put on a good performance in front of the San Jose crowd, but we definitely gonna bring the Bay there for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for that show. I follow UFC, Bellator, all the big organizations, and just from El Nino to bring a event like that here in the Bay Area, I was like, what? That's coming in here, San Jose. I'm there. 100%. But man, tell us, where you from? Are you originally from the Bay Area?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Born in Martinez, grew up in Oakland. Oakland is my city. Started jiu-jitsu when I came back. I graduated out in Georgia, did a few years of college, came back, started training jiu-jitsu about 2020. Got my blue belt in 8 months.
Okay.
Then after that, got in contact with Gilbert Melendez, Jake Shields, and my training journey began. Kept training, kept doing what I needed to do to prove myself, and now here we are, undefeated. Man. We're gonna keep it going.
That's amazing. And you only had 3 fights. Now, besides those 3 fights that are on the record, any other fights out?
Just in life? Yeah, I've been fighting my whole life. Yeah. So, it ain't nothing to get into a fist fight. You just got to go in there and do what I got to do. But now, I got the technique and, strategy and the mind behind it. Exactly. So it's a little different feeling to it.
Yeah. All right. No, I think we've all been there, but, it's dope that when you make it a career.
Exactly.
Man, that's amazing. And from the Bay Area, I think, we got to just support, that's why I want to get you guys out there. Just, hey, we got to support the Bay Area and get all the fighters that are coming out from here.
There's a lot of fighters, from the Bay Area that it's like a new generation of guys that's coming in, and I feel like, now the UFC big and stuff like that, we're finding our stepping ground again, because you had the older generations do what they done. They created history. Now it's time for us to step up and put our names in there and create our own history. So
yeah, definitely. How old are you?
I'm only 23.
Man, that's UFC prospect.
Yeah,
right?
You
got time
and just keep fighting, keep doing what I need to do, stay disciplined. Don't let your opponent outwork you, and that's what I intend on doing.
Okay. And would you say your goal is UFC?
Of course. I believe that with time and grace, the only difference between me and a fighter in the UFC is just experience and time. Okay, and I got time on my side, and just keep playing my cards right. And of course, the UFC is the goal. It's been the goal. if I don't want to be if I'm not at the top, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
That's it, yeah, there you go, man. So how did you grow up? Was it regular neighborhood, regular life, just, or would you say like you definitely had your struggles and your
yeah, I mean,
because the Bay Area is kind of like a mix of all of it. You got like kind of like the Marin side where everybody's they got comfortable, and then you got Oakland.
Oh yeah,
So it's.
Well, I mean, I got family all through Oakland. I got family up in East Oakland, up in the 90s. I got family up in the Doves. I grew up on West Grand, Curtis Street. So I've been all around. I've seen good and bad.
Okay,
so. It kind of gave me a different perspective. I know how to conduct myself accordingly in a lot of different scenarios. So that's a good thing to have. And, being a professional, you got to understand that, you got to have your professional side. And, but don't get it twisted. Could flip a switch.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's probably the best to.
Exactly.
Have to connect yourself in all ways. It's bad when it's good.
Exactly. And, I feel like just growing up that way, it gave me a different perspective on life, and just gave me a natural born fighting spirit. I was never one to start fights or anything like that, but I was always prepared to, if I needed to defend myself and fight if I needed to. That was never something that I had a problem with. And good thing I had my mom, my dad, family members that always gave me the life lessons to fight for what you believe in. And if you leave it all out there, people gonna respect you for it. And that's what I intend on doing, and showing the Bay Area you got fighters out here that's ready to put it on the line and represent for what they believe in. Because, fighting, I feel like it give people a voice that, it give a voice to the voiceless, anybody, I don't know, there might be a kid on May 18th that might see my fight and he might be the next John Jones. You never know. So I just keep fighting, living day to day, and, thank God for the position that I'm in. No,
man, that's you said it right there. I mean, I think in that, coming out of the family cycle and having values from your dad, from your mom, great fighters. So, man, that's dope. Let's see. We'll change the subject a little bit, just not make it, all about fighting. And kind of get a little more about you. What's your favorite music? What's the vibe?
Well, me right now, I've been listening to a lot of like SoCal. Right now, through camp, I kind of like, I need high, intense, high intensity music, because especially starting out, because I'm a little bit different from a lot of fighters. Every fighter got their own way of getting into that zone. I'm more of like, I'm just an energetic person, so go in there and do what I need to do, but I'm able to zone out certain stuff when I need to. But I listen to a lot of SoCal. I got Draco on the playlist.
Okay.
Got 03 Greedo, got some guys from down here, All Black, Just Bang, local artists. Like, I mean, everybody knows Short, everybody know E40, Fab. So, the Jacka just had his birthday, so shout out to the Jacka, long live the Jacka, just Woody. My playlist is all over, but it's Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? So it's good vibes, it's just, it's a part of me, so just gotta have all that.
What's the song that, like, maybe you're walking into a gym and it's like, man, I gotta play that song to get on the mood and get, or do you walk in the gym already like set, energized, ready to go?
Oh nah, I mean, sometimes I walk into the gym and like it's quiet, and I ask them like, what's going on, bro? Y'all training in the silence. We can't have this. So I'll be definitely to turn on some Mac Dre real quick. Okay. Let's get stupid.
Oh man. Everybody gets hyped. It doesn't matter where you are, gym, the street, everybody will get hyped with that song right there.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the energy of the Bay Area. I ain't gotta know you, but if you got a speaker and you banging some, some of that hyphy, let's get to it. What I'm saying? That's just the energy.
No, it's dope, and I think there's a lot of rappers too coming out of the Bay Area now too. So hopefully we'll see that music also being put into the platforms, and you know, I mean, the fighters walk out.
Oh yeah.
That's, you know.
I have one of the homies. He's gonna be walking me out. Just Bang. He a local artist. So it's like this is a big opportunity, not for just fighters, but I feel like this is like our chance to have a homecoming celebration for MMA as a whole, like as a premiere, you know, because hip hop music in general always been connected to fighting in some type of way. So I intend on creating a performance and you know, creating a spectacle. That's what it is. You know, we in the fight game, but we also in the entertainment business.
Yeah,
so.
that's what it is.
Exactly. So that'll be cool. It's gonna be a good experience, and you know, when everybody slide out to Texas Arena, we're gonna have the Bay in full effect. So
May 18, man, I'm excited. So how do you connect it with J Bangs? Like, did you just like
through mutual friends, and then we, you know, chopped it up and stuff like that, and you know, it was just an opportunity. It was divine intervention, you know. Everything fell into place, and now we got an opportunity where both of us can use each other to lift each other up. Both coming from, you know, Oakland and stuff like that. That's like a cool opportunity to broadcast ourselves, you know.
Yeah, but just I mean, imagine that, and you walking out with him, you know, a nice song performing while you're walking out,
you know, stuff like that. But I mean,
that's the beginning of the show.
Yeah, beginning of the show. Yeah, so it's like, you know, I feel like fighting, you're gonna get put on display regardless whether you like it or not. So you need to have a mindset of like, you know, I'm here to perform, I'm here to do a job, and don't get it wrong, just because you see all these extra antics and stuff like that, we are coming to fight, and I intend on performing and handling business. I'm a type of person where, you know, I like to embrace where I come from. I feel like if you come from the Bay Area, you got no choice but to, you know, be proud.
That's I mean, you know, like you say, it's part of the entertainment business, and fighting, I think, is like the main key, but you also gotta fill in all these other areas on it. Yeah,
exactly.
So, but would you say, I mean, you know, it's a little extreme, but you know, or the question is, I guess, how do you feel about like the sugar show type entertainment, and like, do you think that's too much, or?
I mean, it's all about what you want, what you fighting for, what you want to sell, what you want to do. I ain't gonna knock somebody else for you know, putting money on their table, but I look up to fighters that I've seen in the past, because there's a blueprint to this. You know what I'm saying? It's not written down like the Bible or nothing, but you know, there is a testament on how to do it. So I look up to fighters like, you got Nick, Nate, you know, Gil, Jake. You got guys like that you know, gave you a blueprint on how to do it, and you know, it's the new age. People like certain stuff, but you know, this is a revamped version of Skrappack. So we bring in the new energy, the new generation of Skrappack, and we got some real killers coming out of this unit. So people better be on the lookout.
That's the big difference. I think you just name some great guys that their names is not because of the entertainment, it's because of the fighting, the excitement that they brought to the cage. And
it's all good. You could do a backflip before your fight, but if you get knocked out, it's like
nobody remember that.
Exactly, nobody gonna remember that backflip. So it's like, at the end of the day, being able to separate the two, because at the end of the day, this is a serious thing that we're doing. We going in there and fighting each other. So, but understand the game. Like, it's just part of the game. You got to do it. It is what it is.
Yeah. So how did you link up with Gilbert from the beginning, and how long you been on that with the Skrappack?
My coach Michael Hillibrand put me on in 2021. Gil was teaching at Combat Sports Academy in Dublin, and I was able to go and train, and my first training session, had Jake Shields there, beat my ass for like 30 minutes. And, at first it wasn't like set in stone or nothing, but I just kept coming, I feel like a lot of guys get straight away. Some guys, they'll come first day and go through that, and then they would give up. But, I knew what I signed up for. I knew what I was getting myself into. I was coming into the Hurt game, and if I was going to do it, I need to be with some of the best people around. So once I got in contact, and it was just a natural chemistry, all the guys, and now you look what we've done over these last 2 years. We got Hyder Emil coming out of El Nino. We got good amateur fighters coming up. We got prospects. Now with this promotion, I feel like a lot of heads finna turn towards us as the premier place in the Bay Area to get that work.
And I think the way that now you guys have some fighters on the UFC, that's just the doors open.
Yeah.
It's like, just showcase and then get that going.
And there's more to come.
So your first time with Gilbert, he was talking on an interview that his first time with Jake Shields, he just got rolled through, beat up, and
oh yeah,
did that happen to you?
Yeah,
that's come in and
it's the truth, and you got to understand, especially going back, because Gil and those guys, that's the third generation, and that's the first generation, and I'm part of the third generation. So there's another generation in between the guys that went through the prime fighters, like prime Gil, prime Jake, like all the guys in their prime. So, but you still, even with the new guy, you gotta understand, this is what it is. This is the standard that they set, and this is why I have loyalty to Skrappack, because I want to be nowhere else. You get the realest, and you get a well-rounded fighter. You don't get a one-dimensional fighter. I feel like, for instance, a lot of fighters, especially starting up, they're so one-dimensional. They're focusing on striking only. They're not focusing on their grappling. But I feel like we're at a place where we can get the whole system, and it's up to you to dictate your own future. And that's what I always loved about it. I love the challenge.
Yeah.
I love the challenge. You earn your stripes. It's not easy, but you take your licks, keep working, and then the motherfuckers that kick your ass, hey, you might start kicking their ass. You know what I'm saying? So but that's what you need. I feel like if you always the best in the room, you got a problem.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope. That's Skrappack. That's the name. So it's and I mean it shows. The names are there.
Yeah.
The fights are there. They recognize. So if you're representing Skrappack, I think we know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, at the same time, you got to set a standard for yourself. It's a privilege, because you got modern day warriors, like guys like Gil, Jake, stuff like that. They teach you how to really represent yourself in the sport and do what you need to do and just fight. If you only worry about fighting, you only worry about war, everything else that everything else that's going to come to you regardless. I think some guys, they be worried about the wrong things, and just stay focused, stay in the gym, and, keep training.
There you go. Keep training. So what would you say your style is? Like MMA, it's all different, but what's the one you like the most or the one that you go to the most? Jiu-jitsu, boxing?
I always be like, I'm well-rounded, but I'm more, I don't know, it just depends on where the fight go. I mean, some people would say I'm a grappler because my last 2 fights, I finished them with RNCs, but I feel like I can bang, not even bang, be a technical striker, good footwork, good angles, create disruptions within the void. But I've been working my Muay Thai, I've been working my wrestling, I've been working all the things that I know what I need to work on, and I'm not limiting myself to one art. So I feel like when it comes May 18th, whatever's getting thrown in the pot, I'm gonna be able to adapt to the situation and go through the adversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your preferred end of the fight?
Preferred end?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever comes, but I always look for a finish.
Yeah.
I always look
Knockout.
for, knockout, try to look for something, just because we got eyes looking, and I want to perform, and I'm a finisher, and I know I'm a finisher, so going to come in there, and but there's a saying, if you go out there looking for the knockout not going to come, so I'm not going to force nothing.
Okay.
I'm just going to play my game and hit somebody, don't get hit, and leave with some cash.
That's the smart way to do it. I mean, it's go in there, get hit somebody and don't get hit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how do you prepare? I mean, now that you know that there's a fight coming and that you got the day, you got the opponent. What's the preparation? Like, what's day to day? Is it all day on the gym? You got breaks? You got?
I usually do 2 to 3 sessions. It depends on the days. I always do a well-rounded training schedule. We just hype up conditioning a little bit more. I'm always running. I stay doing my road work, stay going through endurance and stuff like that. So every year I go up to Lake Tahoe to get high elevation training. So basically it's just ramp up what I haven't already been doing. Maybe sparring a little bit harder. Maybe we running a little bit further. Maybe we pushing ourselves, to burnout mode, just so we can simulate. I like to simulate the fight as much as possible.
Yeah.
So when I walk in there, it's not unknown to me.
Okay.
As a fighter, you got to feel like, and this is different too because we're in a ring opposed to an octagon, but we train in the boxing ring a lot too. So I feel pretty comfortable in the ring, working with my footwork, working with my coach, Jairo, Coach Escobar, one of the, I feel like me personally, one of the best striking coaches in America. And just the guys around me, my Muay Thai coach, Coach BB, my other Muay Thai coach, having Gil just break down information to us, give us the technique and the skills. I feel good. I feel like I'm a well-rounded fighter, but if you want to strike, we can strike. If you want to kick, we can kick. If you want to play the wrestling game, we can play that dance too. So, and we got gas tank, so that's what Skrappack known for. So, I feel like that's the number one key to starting a fight is, as long as you can go the distance, I feel like the fight is in your favor even more.
Yeah, no, that's big. And this is 3 rounds.
3 threes, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 3 threes.
And man, yeah, it's not strange, but kind of old school that it's on a ring. It's not octagon. It's not on a cage. It's a ring. So you like that more than the cage, or?
Yeah, actually, it's a little bit different because I feel like from my analyst side, I see it that. It's gonna be more action based. You're not gonna have a lot of guys running. You can't run.
Yeah,
you're gonna get cornered. Your takedowns might not be as effective because you don't have a wall to rely on and stuff like that. And it's also giving the fighters a platform too. I feel like the ring is very, opening to other arts also. So we got Muay Thai fights, we got kickboxing fights, and we got MMA. Like, that's giving other fighters that might don't want to fight MMA are just specialists in certain crafts such as kickboxing and Muay Thai a platform too, which is pretty cool. But I'm a fan of Pride. I always wanted to fight in the ring. So, I want to have my, who knows, Rampage moment, Fedor moment.
Those big slams.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And I'm glad that they chose that to pay homage to back in the day, Pride. Yeah, like people like Sakuraba and stuff like that. So fighters live for moments like that. So it's going to be a cool experience.
No, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this event. And, it's the whole concept and everything put together. Just,
Shout out to Gilbert. That's
Yeah.
amazing putting it together. So what about your opponent? You create a game plan ahead, or is it you say you work on all your areas? Do you have a game plan already set, or is it just you just preparing yourself for that?
I feel like as a fighter, you could prepare as much as you want. I watch film. I know what he brings to the table. I know what he don't. It's more just preparing for everything. Because in a fight, you don't know until you get up in there. It's kind of like, you don't know what a person offers because, he could be thinking certain things about me, but when he get up in there, it's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same perspective going my way, but as long as I analyze the situation, I know what he's good, what he offered, what he brings to the table, and I know what I need to look out for, tendencies and stuff like that. So I feel pretty good, it's just getting in there and fighting my fight. It's more of not being reactive, being the first to the punch, imposing my will and fighting my fight. That's always my game plan, but do it in a technical, intelligent way, Yeah, that's always my fight style. I'm never cause that's what gets you knocked out. Go in, I'm gonna throw a leg kick, boom, it's over with, you know what I'm saying? So it's, fighting is the only sport like that. When you so certain about stuff, that's when shit goes left. So just keep it simple, go in there, use your vision, use your fight IQ, and do what you need to do to get that win that day.
That's smart. I mean, that's, if you are thinking of this opponent, it's not good on striking, and you go in there and he knocks you out. And,
exactly.
But if you work on all your areas and you're thinking about yourself, and, it seems like, I think with the coaches that you have, your, mentality on fighting, it's big. You're not going in there like, I'm just going to go in there and do these skills.
It's not like, of course is, I want to hurt this, person, and, it's, at the end of the day, you're trying to take something that I want too. So it's like, I can't just go in there and just, be like, all right, I'm going to just go Hail Mary on this dude. It's not a street fight, you know what I'm saying? We're looking to be professionals, and we looking to, be prospects. So you got to go in there as a calculated, calm, cool, and collected assassin. And that's what I like. With me and my coaches, I feel like they do give us strategies where we can actually truly be ninjas and broadcast our skills in the highest realms, and that's the good thing about it.
Oh, that's dope. Would you ever do like the tough?
The Ultimate Fighter, yeah.
Did you ever go in the house and just?
We was just talking about that. I would love to do the Ultimate Fighter. I feel like I would have a good charisma for the show, stuff like that. And I feel like it need a revamp too. It needs some new people to come up in there and cause a stir. You ain't really had like people. Yeah, you ain't really had like your stars in the tough house as a recent. I feel like everybody, trying to be somebody that they not. It's okay to get your sauce from somebody, but put your own sauce onto it. You know what I'm saying? I get a little bit from everybody, but at the end of the day, I know who I am.
It's you,
I'm me. I'm Skyshun Jones, and I gotta fight my own fights. But at the end of the day, you take your bits and pieces and create this own aura about yourself.
Yeah. Would you do? Which one would you take? The Tough or the Dana Contender Series? If they give you a choice, because the Dana, if you do a highlight, you're in there.
I'll do Dana.
Yeah,
I'll do Dana White. I feel like
it's like a fast.
It's more straightforward. I feel like it depends on what you're looking for too. I like the history of Tough. Gil coached Tough.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, Nate, Jake, they coach Tough. So I would love to be a part of the history, but when it comes to, getting in the UFC, quickest route, I don't even have to have, one fight. So I would say Dana White, go up in there, get a highlight knockout, and, I'm in there.
You're in there.
Either way, I just, if I'm talking about career, straighter path, Dana White probably going to be the way to, but Yeah, I'm not passing up on the opportunity. I would love to do tough too if that ever was an opportunity.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. So I'm excited for this event. I do appreciate your time, allowing us to come in here and speak to you a little bit. Tell us where people can find you, where they can follow you.
On Instagram, The Limit 510. I just want to say shout out to all the sponsors, Jordan Oak, boys over at Represent, Anthony's Cookies, everybody at the gym. Shout out to y'all, and my boy Antonio too. He's fighting on the card. Be on the lookout for him. Antonio Vasquez, he another undefeated prospect, and we come in May 18th to do damage, handle business, and it is what it is. If you invite your family, invite your kids, invite your uncle, and even bring the dog. We trying to bring the whole Bay to TechCU Arena for this historic event, and we gonna come out there and put on a show for y'all.
Oh man, I appreciate it, and I'm excited for the show. I'll be there, and can't wait.
Appreciate you having me on the show.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Follow the page, subscribe. Appreciate it. We're out.